Hi Cancer, I hope you're all doing really well. My name is Kyla and welcome to Resilient Heart Tarot. I am new to YouTube, but a longtime tarot card reader and tarot appreciator. I also really adore astrology and conventional Western psychology. I hope to use my channel to provide a little bit of insight and guidance into your love life every month, and hopefully tell a story that you resonate with and that is both helpful and entertaining. I know how soothing it can be to listen to tarot card readings. So I'm just going to tune in here and connect with Cancerian energy for October. I apologize for the road noise. It's unseasonably warm in the Pacific Northwest. I have stopped using my air conditioner because I decided arbitrarily that it is fall. So my windows are open and I live in a pretty vibrant city, so it's noisy out there. Just tuning in here. Spirit saying 3 more shuffles, 3 more shuffles. 2, 3. So I'm going to split the deck here. Spirit's advising me to only read upright. I change depending on the guidance that I get. So I'm going to pull a 5-card spread. In the past, I have Judgment. The present, I have the Lovers. The future, 5 of Pentacles. The overarching reason. That's interesting because Leo just got that same card in the same position. And the Root. Bottom of the deck, the Wheel of Fortune. That's another one that's coming up a lot. You know, I'm thinking maybe in Libra, I guess we are going into Scorpio season, which is a time of rebirth, death and rebirth, because this is coming up for a lot of signs. I think we're maybe all, the collective is going through our own changes as the seasons transition from summer into fall. In any case, I'm going to tune into your reading here. The Spirit has to say. I do also want to point out that 4 of the 6 cards on this table are major arcanas, which mean that you are in for a powerful month, a month that is going to be heavily orchestrated by Spirit for your greater good. It means that a lot of these things are not going to be in your control. You're being led or guided to them. And so it's going to be revelatory and probably a month where you discover and learn a lot about yourself. Just tuning in here still. So I think you have a relationship at the moment that you are enjoying. You are looking at it though from the perspective of yourself, or to put another way, you are self-focused in this relationship. I think this relationship is here to teach you something. I think that that's going to be a lot of the learning and discovery that you're going to be led to in the month of October is going to be through this relationship, which a lot of our learning is through relationships. Relational exchanges are one of the best ways for us to learn. I think in the past, you have had issues with overcommitting yourself to relationships and people that weren't great for you and who weren't aligned with you and who you didn't actually want. But you were committing yourself out of fear, out of seeking an external source of love and acceptance, and somebody who was going to stay, coming from like a place of like fear of abandonment. So you were, I think that you've overcommitted yourself in the past, and that is a habit of yours in relationships. I think you know that now. I think you learned that. And I think what you're heavily learning in October is how to shake that off, how to practice interdependence rather than codependence. So feeling like you'll be okay if this person leaves you. You won't, your safety is not endangered. You will not die, which can be very scary for those of us who have grown up through childhood trauma that results in abandonment fears. But what happens as adults is those fears and behaviors that developed as children as coping mechanisms, as a means to survive, transform into relating behaviors that aren't healthy. They don't serve us anymore. For example, one thing that you may have done in the past is, or even practicing presently at this moment, but now you're more consciously aware of it, is being with a partner who isn't meeting your needs. Like, you tell them, it's really important to me that we spend quality time together. Can we please have a date night 2 nights per week, or see each other 2 nights per week if you're not living together? And they don't accommodate that. They don't say, yes, that sounds great. I would love to do that for you because it is important to you, and I will make time in my schedule to do that with you. Instead, maybe they're really busy working, or they prioritize other things, and it's clear that what you shared with them about what's important to you isn't being prioritized properly. So they are displaying unhealthy relating patterns. And you know this, and it makes you feel bad, but rather than saying to yourself, I am valuable, I am lovable, I deserve a partner who's going to meet my needs, especially a need that is so critical to me, be whatever that might be for you, you stay so that you're not alone. And then that relationship ends up being probably a lot of fighting, a lot of resentment, because this person is demonstrating again and again that they can't meet your needs, and that makes you feel really sad. But then you don't want to leave because that makes you feel really scared. So you're kind of in a double bind, right? It's a pretty miserable existence. That is one way that fear of abandonment and other fears that come from feelings of low self-worth, not knowing how to love yourself, looking for love outside of yourself, etc., needing something from other people all of the time instead of finding it within you, can lead you to having relationship behaviors that hurt you and come from when you were little, rather than relationship patterns that empower you and let you make sure your needs are being met, and you're not practicing any kinds of self-betrayal because you're always standing up for yourself and leaving people who need to be left, or setting boundaries with people who need to have boundaries set against them. So I think that is what you are learning, or I think you've learned it. I think you're aware of your own pattern now, and you are examining it through the relationship that you're in now. I think that you're in a pretty powerful relationship. This seems like a soulmate relationship in the sense of that word in the spiritual community, which is somebody who comes into your life, be it for a season or for long term, who teaches you lessons about yourself. I think you're in a relationship like that right now, and it's probably pretty pleasurable. It seems like it's probably pretty fun. You guys have a lot of compatibility and chemistry. You're enjoying dating this person. But you're also watching your own patterns unfold. But you're in a place of feeling, or not, and not just feeling, but also demonstrating a lot of emotional maturity. You're showing up as the King of Cups upright, which is somebody who understands themselves, has extraordinarily capable self-regulating, emotional regulating abilities. Somebody who can give and receive love really readily. Someone who's confident in themselves, confident in their ability to give affection and receive affection. You're in a really good place to be evaluating these issues of dependencies and insecurities that you're still carrying with you, that you're still working out how to heal. I think even though you're in a great place and you're in this relationship that you're enjoying, and your path is moving forward. Like, I don't see you staying stuck in these dependencies, but what I do see is your healing out of them not happening as fast as you'd like. Oftentimes, healing these kinds of wounds takes interventions from a therapist or a spiritual advisor, or a combination of the two, talking it through with yourself, reading books, journaling, doing lots of, therapeutic or healing types of exercises with yourself. And it can often take years. And I don't want to sound like disheartening, but I think what you're going to realize is that it can't be fixed overnight, unfortunately. And even though you're in a good place and in this good relationship, those issues are going to continue to creep up. And what I want to say is, this is just for 30 days, and you are in a powerful path. I think you're right on the right path to kind of bursting out of these old things that hold you back, really going through tremendous self-healing, so you don't have this baggage that you carry with you into your relationships anymore, these old relating habits that you don't like, and they don't help you anymore, and you want to get rid of them, but it's hard. I think you're exactly on the path to doing that, and this is a powerful and pivotal month to see them for what they are, react to them from an emotionally mature and healthy way, and keep on going on your healing journey. And I know that it can be frustrating how long it takes, but what I want to tell you is, please don't be discouraged, because you will get there. If you keep on doing the work, you will get there. You will. I'm going to pull a card from the Soul's Journey lesson cards. The month of October. Spirit saying 3 more shuffles. And we have happiness. That's lovely. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. I think that is a really lovely and really wonderful advice to keep front of mind as you're working your way through this. You are on a path. You are aligned with your self-healing. you are going to, you know, learn these lessons as they come up, and shake off these dependencies and unhealthy coping mechanisms that you've carried with you. And I think bearing that in mind, even when you are feeling discouraged and stuff, and you feel like maybe you don't really know the right way to go, maybe you aren't on your path, as long as you're feeling happy, as long as you're feeling good, like when you're meeting up with your significant other and having an exchange where you really connect with each other to learn about, you know, your days, and it helps you learn about each other's inner worlds, like having like building intimacy through activities like that, or doing activities that you both enjoy together where you get to laugh and have a few drinks and really like connect with each other. When you feel, if those kinds of things make you happy, you can know that if you continue doing those things, it will further you on the path that you're already on. So maybe that can be kind of like your beacon, like your guiding light through this, is do what makes you happy. And if it makes you sad, don't do it, as my therapist likes to say. So I'm going to read to you from this booklet. Happiness. Before incarnating, your soul created a blueprint for you to follow in this physical dimension. The easiest way to chart this path is to follow your bliss. Life is full of choices and opportunities. Spirit, in its infinite wisdom, has given you the emotion of happiness to guide you. The signposts are always there, but you have to acknowledge them and have the courage to follow them. As you hold this card, do you feel what you are living a life of happiness? In what areas is it lacking? It may be time to be truthful with your soul self. Listen to its language and intuit if there's someone or a scenario holding you back from experiencing complete happiness. Even though it may be painful to admit, you need to be completely truthful. Be mindful of how happiness will affect every aspect of your life on your path. Also intuit if there is someone else in your life who needs to be brought into the awareness of happiness. This is important to recognize as well. Others will want to learn from you, and whether you admit it or not, you can be their teacher. When you are filled with love and compassion, not only do you bring happiness into your life, but you lead others by example. Be the light. So I think that's really wonderful. I think that maybe another thing that this is saying is that you discovered that you weren't happy in the past, and you pinpointed what it was that was making you unhappy and decided, I'm going to fix this. I'm not going to do this anymore. I think you're really on the right path, and I think you're going to have a really powerful month. And I wish you all the best in this and this journey, and enjoy this relationship that you're in. Follow your bliss, as the card said. Enjoy it. Don't get discouraged. You're on the right track. So take really, really good care, Cancer. And let me know down below if you would like to see an extended version. Okay, thank you.